Hey guys, the podcast might sound a little different this week. I'm away from home, I'm dog sitting, and I don't have my usual setup. I'm simply speaking into my iPhone. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do an episode this week, but obviously if you're listening to this, I did. So welcome back to the Joie Showie. Here we go-y. It may be just a different type of episode. I have some ideas. This is one of my favorite places to be. I love these dogs so much. And the property is beautiful. And I'm just surrounded by nature when I'm here.
Hi, good boy.
I was walking around yesterday. So it's raining now. It's supposed to rain all weekend. So I won't get to enjoy it quite as much. But I mean, even in the rain, it's still beautiful. But I walked around yesterday with the pups and we enjoyed the last of the good weather for the weekend. I had this really cool moment. So there was a really lovely breeze yesterday. And as I was walking around, I could see the trees blowing in the breeze. And it a little bit felt like the trees were waving to me. And it was this grounding moment. I just felt safe and right. And do you guys ever just sit and look at where we live? The earth is so beautiful and it's so cool. And we've polluted our lives. And I don't even mean environmental pollution. We've obviously done that. But I mean, we've just polluted our lives with all these stressors and complexities and things that I feel take away from being able to enjoy all the stuff that's here. Do you know how often I look at the sky and I'm like, we just get that. We get this cool show every night when the sun sets. That's just natural. That's nature. So yesterday when it felt like the trees were waving to me, it was as if I was truly in the moment, in the same spot my feet were standing, which I feel like my head and my feet aren't always in the same place, you know? And it really did, it felt like the trees were just like, she's here. Hi, Joey. And I don't know, I loved it. It was really special. So while I was doing that, I recorded some video, just the plants, the nature, the dogs. And I may just put this over top of some footage and we'll just have a relaxing little time. I always like to play piano when I'm here too. I'm not good necessarily. I've never really taken lessons, but I love to just sit at their piano and mess around, and the dogs will just look out the window. And especially today with the rain, it was quite the scene. It was lovely. So if you are listening, if I did end up posting this, I hope you enjoy it. tired. Sheep are counting me. No more struggle. No more energy. No more patience. You can write that down. It's all too crazy. And I'm not sticking around. I'm not sticking around. Yeah, I'm not sticking around. You know how people will watch the clouds take shape and talk about what they look like? One time Taylor and I were standing near a field, kind of like this one, and it was a windy day. And we were talking about how it kind of looked like people at a concert. There was this tall grass up front that was swaying. That was kind of like the band. And then just all these different sections of the field moving in different directions. And I don't know. I like that memory. It's a nice one to think about. We've got a couple emails this week. First up is, "Hi Joey, Maria here again." And this is confirmed the Maria that left my first review. Cute. Thanks, Maria. "Still loving the pod, and I agree it's definitely a Sunday vibe. I have so much to say after every episode, but I feel like it would be weird to send you like a monologue back every week. So some random thoughts. I loved the John Denver cover you shared the other day. I also hate when people honk. I'm also a member of Croc Nation, and I would like to thank Gen Z for making them cool. I'm a 96 baby, so I guess I'm millennial Gen Z cusp. I usually also listen to podcasts in the car, but I would definitely check out any animation you did. Also, with it being a Sunday pod, I wouldn't be on my commute. It's been so interesting hearing about your job, and you asked about ours, so I thought I'd share mine. I'm a hospice social worker. I did mental health before that, but hospice is for sure where I'm supposed to be. I love it so much. I work at an inpatient unit, which is what people think of when they think of a hospice house. There's so much I could share, but again, I don't want to make this too long. Have a great week, Maria." Hell yeah, Maria. We twinning, babe. I wonder what color your Crocs are. I have burnt orange and like a lavender. I forget what the actual color is. Burnt orange are my outdoor Crocs, and then the lavender are inside. Well, there's no animation. I could maybe do some animation over this video. We'll see. But hopefully you like the visual I did for today. Hospice work. That really has to be exhausting. I mean, I can't imagine how many people you're comforting every day in so many different ways too. Takes a special kind of person to want to do that, let alone love to do that, and that's pretty cool. I like you, Maria. You're all right. Our next email. "Hey, Joey, fan and friend of the show through Taylor and all of his work over the years. I was wondering who came up with the Here We Go-y line the Here We Go-y line that you've been using. Also, what are your thoughts on podcast merch, and would you consider some Here We Go-y shirts?" This is from Anthony. My friend Matt Huff came up with Here We Go-y. For sure trying it out. seeing how long it sticks. It made me laugh when he said it, so I've been using it. I am all for podcast merch and maybe one day a Here We Go-y shirt. But I think I'm going to try to get like more than 5 episodes in before I do some merch. But hell yeah. Again, I love the enthusiasm and the support. Thanks, Anthony. Well, that's it for this week, my babes. As always, you can find links to listen to the podcast at shopgoodmorning.com. You can email me at the Joie Showie at shopgoodmorning.com. And you can watch this video on that website too. It's got everything. I'm going to leave you with a song this week. You heard me cover it, and now you're going to hear Jennylee cover it. It's originally done by Fugazi, but again, this is Jennylee. I'm so tired. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you next week.